But after a few years of being single, I was like, I'll do whatever I gotta do. So they were like, you gotta go work out to get a man. So I walk into the aerobics class, and I did not enjoy myself because it got really sick for me. I got so sick. You know when you know you're not supposed to be somewhere? 5 minutes into the class, I started bleeding. I started bleeding from my head. This clear blood, and it was all over. It was like all my white blood cells were coming out of my body, glistening, and I looked it up, and it's a disease. Yeah, it's called perspiration, and you don't want it, especially if you're single. It's awkward. And so I left the class, and I went to this other class that I loved, and I was in it for like 2 years, and it was called prenatal yoga, right? And I thought it was great, but the girls were kind of mean, you know? They were like, when do you do? And I was like, do what? I'm the skinniest one in here, you know? I'm working the class, you know? So they asked me to leave, and so I went next door to this other class, and it was called Mommy and Me Yoga. And the teacher's like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, well, you're a mommy, and I'm me, so why don't you teach class? And then I went to this one class. Have you ever tried Zumba? Has anyone ever tried? Are you joking me? I see you, you're blonde hair with blue eyes. What are you doing in Zumba, okay? Zumba is where you're supposed to be like your sexy Latina. You know, like your inner J-Lo, your inner Charo for people, you know, it's a generation, you know, all the people under 20. What is a Charo? What is that? Do you eat that? Google it, kids, Google it. What, Zumba, I don't have an inner Latina. I am not sexy, okay? And the teacher, she's trying to work it out. Like, she's like, shake what your mama gave ya. Shake what your mama gave ya, right? And I'm in the background going, my mama gave me sciatica and allergies, okay? How do I shake off self-esteem? I don't know. But that's okay, because I found the greatest class of all time, and I'm still in it. It's called Yoga for Senior Citizens. And all we do is lay there for a whole hour. Then we all go to the buffet. Grandkids eat free. Okay. Yeah, a lot has happened since I've seen you guys. I'm proud to tell you that I have joined the mommy mafia. I'm the mother of a 2-year-old. Thank you. Yes. Yes. She's wonderful. Her name is Lucy, and she can't be here, but she's in the car. What? Don't judge me. There's some other kids out there. I rolled down the window. She's fine. It's not that cold. It's not that cold. She has a phone. Don't tell me you have that. Anybody who's as old as I am has been raised in either the 70s or the 80s, and there's been a grocery store parking lot when it was 104, and you were left in the back seat of your car with your brother on the leather seats, and then you have a sunburn that says Buick. Right? And your mother's like, don't hit your brother, I'm going to a movie. Going to a movie. I swore I would not be that mom. I swore I was gonna be like the organic mom and like don't feed her any junk food. And then you find yourself stuck in the Dallas airport, and then all of a sudden you got 15 Happy Meals and French fries, and you're like, be happy, shut up. You like it, you like it. Because there's a little happy in every Happy Meal. I don't know what's in it, but it's some good stuff, you know? I know. The reason she cannot be here tonight is because, we've been having a little issue because she's been to childcare is kind of an issue with, because she's a special gifted child, and sometimes the childcare can't handle it, and sometimes at certain churches we've been asked to leave. 37 to be exact. Well, because there's sometimes an issue when she's with other children and the other children shove their flesh into her mouth and they cause her to bite down. And then they call me out of service and I have to go back there and pretend like it's never happened. I'm like, she what? She bit some? Are you feeding her? so wonderful to me when your child is so, everything she does is, when they're two, they're like, everything they do, they swing on a swing, and she's like, gymnastics, she's going to college for free. She's awesome. But, so, yeah, it's kind of hard, and I don't like the childcare in churches when they give you a pager. They give you that pager, and your kid's, like, messing up. You got to go get them. Well, I didn't answer the pager in time a couple weekends ago because Ron and I were in a movie. And, I love the church. They're there to serve. And we dropped her off on a Saturday night for service, and she didn't want to get picked up till Monday. It's kind of some legal issues you could pray about, but I don't know. And I go everywhere with her, but 2, come on. 2 is like a different world. Like, we were on the plane the other day, and she flew from Atlanta to LA with me, and she cried for 4 hours, screaming for 4 hours. And I was trying to figure out why. I was talking to my husband. I'm like, she usually doesn't cry like that. And he's like, well, maybe it's because you were in first class and she was in coach. But I don't want dirty looks. I don't want people giving me dirty looks. When the kid is crying, I upgrade, okay? That's just how I deal with it. And I know there's mothers out there that are like, you should just give her a little Benadryl. Just give her a little NyQuil. That is drugging your child, okay? I'm not gonna drug my child. I might give her a little Jack Daniels like my grandma used to. And whoever's sitting next to us on the plane, okay? Sit down and go, what are you having? But no, childhood's been going good. And then she's gonna start preschool in the fall. And it's just kind of, she's starting to hang out with other kids. And I think my parenting's fine until she hangs out with other kids. And, well, because I just never took any mother classes. I didn't know, like, lullabies. There's no book or anything. So I just heard her singing. Her lullabies are a little different than the other kids, because I didn't know the words. So I just kind of make up stuff, when they're newborns. You don't expect them to remember that. And everybody's singing, twinkle, twinkle, little star. And Lucy goes in the other day and she's like, do you like Chiquita bananas? Getting caught in the rain. Are you not into Elmo? Because he has half a brain. Do you like staying up till midnight? Making noise in your crib? Are you not into broccoli? Because you don't wear a bib. Lots of friends. You do the best you can. You do the best. Pregnancy was sort of a weird time. I don't know. Pregnancy, especially, because I was a big pregnant lady. I could not wear my wedding ring when I went out. And I remember I was insecure about that when I got to be about 8 or 9 months pregnant, going to the grocery store. And I didn't have my wedding ring on. And my husband's really cute about it because he'd go behind me in the cart and he'd be like, it's really sweet. All right, I'll marry you, okay? He did that in a Walmart one time and nobody looked. You're laughing because it's true, right?